Hello and welcome to this video. That's Andy Edwards, man. I love him. You will never flame out if you got real fire. Just let that spiritual energy flame your highest desires, and you will never flame out, no, if you got real fire. Just let the best things in you ignite all of your desires. I don't think I should be posting that as the video that I put on there, right? Wildfires in LA, climate change, 25, 30 people dead, 25, 30,000 displaced, evacuation orders. I lived there for 3.5 years, man, and I absolutely loved it. I did more out there than I think I did in 5 years in New York before I went or now. I can't believe the devastation, but I do believe it. Climate change and the people that we have in power, the greedy leaders who are bought, who are just puppets for the oil companies, coal, big tech, military industrial complex. And yeah, they're going to make us into a Christian nation where Jesus has an AK-47 and anybody who doesn't look like him is suspect to be shot. It's quite a story we have for ourselves, folks. Like I said before, I'm no saint. I use more toilet paper because of the gastrointestinal stomach that I got from my mother. Thank you, Mom. Than most people. I'm a consumer. I use paper, Bounty, probably eat more snacks than I should because I've gone through 2 heavy years of grieving. But I just want to say to the American people, to my acquaintances and friends, let's try to mend our ways. And I'm not some kind of preacher. At this point in my life, I hate preachers. I go to my mother's church on holidays when I'm there because she drags me there, and I'm just saying, no, I don't believe in this. I believe in the Lakota Indians version. Whatever we are doing, we should be thinking 7 generations ahead. And that's not it, man. We American consumers are like greedy locusts, just devouring our way through everything. Overconsumption, blindness, distracted and diverted by all our things, the sports, the entertainment, the theater, the porno, our phones, all the distractions. How many likes did I get today? Oh, wow, 3.5 people in the world love me, or 3.5 thousand people love me. What does that mean, man? Our planet is crying out. Mother Nature is saying, you people, you're really doing me in, and I'm going to get even with you, whether you like it or not. So when Jim Morrison and the Doors were writing Light My Fire, as much as it was about a high, whether sexual or drug-induced, or maybe it was about some spiritual journey that Robbie Krieger went on because he found TM and LSD in 1965. Maybe it was about how many of the mountains and the hills in Los Angeles County were already burned black. And I seen that when I first went there to live. That so many of their mountainsides were burned black by fires. And that's going back to the early 90s. Actually, I visited LA in 1985 with Lou Stallman and David Stalick, and we stayed at our friend the Ruthenbergs, and we went to Universal Park and Disneyland out there. But when you flew into LA, everything already was burnt in the mid-80s. So let's think about that. 7 generations for our children. Let's hope that maybe your children, you're thinking about them and their children. My brother has grandkids. He has 3 grandkids. Kids. And I bless him for that. That's probably not something I'm ever going to do, because I decided 20 years ago that I don't want to bring a child into this world. The crazy political leaders, the corporations, the climate change that's affecting our world. Why would you want to bring more kids into this world? What kind of future do your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren have going forward? No wonder they're all on iPhones and Prozac, and 65% of them are depressed. And I've had my days with that too, going back 30 years now. Well, anyway, you'll never flame out if you really don't have fire. Let's find a way to curb our own desires, and you will never flame out you if you try to do something that's going to help the planet and help all us little bumpkins. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm not a preacher. I'm just very concerned about our planet, our world. Corporate titans who have billions and trillions of dollars who are going to determine our policies. It's not friendly to the earth. It's not friendly to the air and the waters. What are we going to do about it? I don't have an answer. Half of my life I've been shying away from certain things. I'm no global messiah, but maybe if all people work together and get a little more concerned about these problems, maybe enough of us can make a difference to reverse what a very minute few, 1% of 1% who want to dictate the future. It's all right, because they got their silos and their bunkers underground. They think they're going to survive if there's a world war. I think they're going to survive if Mother Earth just comes crashing down on us. Tell us, man, we're going to swat you down like flies. You did this to me, now I'm going to do this to you. Not a very pleasant thought. And a pleasant thought I listened to, based on the recommendation of one of my favorite music podcasts, Andy Edwards, Frank Zappa Music. He does a whole modern classical symphony thing called Yellow Shark, and it was done for a live audience, and it's just beautiful and brilliant if you like modern classical music. Okay, I don't have much to say beyond that. I know it comes off like preachy, but I don't mean it for it to be that way. I just am so heartbroken about what's going on now in America, and the repercussions are just going to echo and reverberate around the whole globe, baby. Yeah. Great Gatsby. It's the roaring 20s again. But we know how that ended, right? For the ones who didn't see my post last night. Well, anyway, you will never flame out if you find real spiritual fire. Just take all the courage in you and make this world so right. God bless you. I love you. I won't do many more of these sermonettes. I don't know. I'm preaching to a choir of 3. But anyway, maybe it just had to be said by somebody in our little community. And thank you so much, Mr. Zuckerberg, who will be at the inauguration, holding hands with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Thank you for the right to say this. I'm so appreciative. Thank you. Can I have some more, sir?